Yeah. Okay. But light's gonna be a little bright tonight, so gonna need these guys. Oh, should probably take these out now. Hey everyone, James Rath here. So I had about 6 months ago a video go up called Blind Q&A, and it's been relatively well received. So I figured, hey, let's do another one of these because it's the end of the year, and y'all got questions, and I might have answers. But before we jump into that, also 6 months ago, I attended a convention called VidCon. It's the most populated online video convention around the world for YouTubers and for people who love online video or are interested in the industry. I was lucky enough to actually speak about blindness and disability representation at VidCon last year. And this year there's a brand new guest manager, and I don't know him, he don't know me, but I'd love to be a part of VidCon again this year. So there's a form down below. It'll be the first link in the description. Just click on that link, please, and just suggest me, James Rath, as a VidCon speaker this year, because there's so much I want to bring to the table this year. I don't want to just talk about, oh, now we got a panel for people with disabilities, cool, let's just group them. I want there to be more than just that. I want people with disabilities to be represented in different panels. That'd be awesome, right? I also want to talk about accessibility in storytelling, and not just accessibility in other people's mainstream storytelling, but I want to do like a workshop at VidCon where, and whether it's, just something I do by myself or with other people, or, not even VidCon related, I want this to happen. I want to talk about the accessibility within the creation of video and storytelling. So those are just such like proposals I want to bring to VidCon, but I need your help, and I want to get back to VidCon again next year. So please, if you could just suggest me, that'd be awesome. And even if you can't attend VidCon, please just consider it, because everything will be recorded and it'll be re-uploaded to YouTube so that you can enjoy it as if you were there, and it'll be captioned. It might even be audio described by that time. That'd be really cool, right? YouTube, get on that. Let's get right into your questions, because I know you have these. I am not the best reader, so I won't be reading these. I got this girl.
Hello, James.
Siri to help me read. First question's from Steve, from actually about 5 months ago from the other blind Q&A video.
Do you read Braille?
Again, like I mentioned, I'm not a great reader. I can't read more than like a paragraph without eye strain, and that can be struggling within itself. So I do wish I was offered Braille. I wish I was introduced to Braille at a young age, because it's just something that would have probably made my life a whole lot more accessible, with reading, with school.
Do you have depth perception?
Nightmare Fuel, thank you for your comment. Do I have depth perception? Okay, so I've mentioned it before in the past. There was a time for a couple of years when I was more sighted, and that was around middle school. So yes, I did have depth perception at one point. I was able to play sports, and in fact, right before my vision went back to being legally blind, I was like mid into this tennis tournament where I was winning, and it was a 2-day tournament, and the very next day, I couldn't see like I could before. I had no depth perception. I was like, I didn't even know the ball was coming, and I'm like, oh, it was kind of scary, because it's like you start getting used to seeing one way and then everything's different. Yeah, there was a time when I had depth perception. I wasn't born with it. It was gained over from experimental surgery, but then now I don't really have depth perception. That's why at night I use a cane. I just don't really have depth perception. If I do, it's very little and not really something I use a whole lot. All right, Siri, this next question comes from Twitter. Read that for me.
When did you realize you were legally blind or visually impaired? I was in the 2nd grade when I realized I was.
So here's the thing. I don't necessarily remember the memories or the thoughts that were in my head when I was a child, to be honest. Like, when I was that young, I don't remember the way I observed things or how I responded to things all that well. I do have individual memories of things happening through my eyes, but the thing is, I just don't remember what I was thinking during those times. So I don't know if that's normal for other people. Let me know. I'm curious, because that's a thing I've struggled with for a while. Like, why can't I remember what was going through my head? Or I wasn't sure if I understood the concept of blind and legally blind and visually impaired at the time. Anyway, here in the United States, we got preschool, and then we got kindergarten, and then we got elementary school going in like 1st grade. In the kindergarten, this is when they start sort of preparing you for grade school, right? So kindergarten, I do remember getting a pair of glasses, and these glasses didn't really benefit my sight. I think they were just trying, and it maybe made things a little bigger up close, but that's about it. And it was hard to wear, and I just said no. I refused to wear them because they made it harder to see from a distance, and I'm already, not seeing from a distance, so why do I want to see less and less? So as a kid, classes I just refused. And so I had a lady come in, pull me out of class during kindergarten, and I don't remember like what I was thinking. Why am I the only kid out? Why am I with this lady who's trying to show me all these giant glass magnifiers? And that's what was happening. I was being shown how to use these magnifiers for my schoolwork. I was a little confused. And then going in the first grade, I had these large papers, things that were, everyone had their 8x11 papers, and I'm over here with like a 28 by, I don't even know, 50. I don't even know what I had, but there were large papers that basically dragged on the floor, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to carry all these around? It was a struggle. It was a pain. Oh man. Just thinking about it more and more, Braille just sounds like it would have been so beneficial at that point in time for me. Anyway, but to answer your question, I think it was probably when I switched schools in second grade from a private to a public school that could quote unquote accommodate me better. I was pulled out of English class because the homeroom teacher at the time just does every subject, right? And towards the end of the day, 2:15, they did English. I don't even remember how I remember that time, but it was weird. I do remember this memory where at 2:15 I'd leave the class and I'd go to a whole different class with all these other kids who I'd never met before that were in the school. We take our time with reading, and it was a lot funner. There was like stress balls, and there was like a sitting area with like all these beanie chairs. It was special education though. It was special ed in second grade. Special ed's kind of a cool place, to be honest. It's small. Every once in a while you got a kid who lashes out there. We all got our journeys. Second grade, same as you. All right, Siri, let's go to YouTube for one more question.
I don't know if it is too personal, but can you tell if the condition affected your relationships differently? Does it influence how attracted you are by a certain person? Can you tell when a certain person see you differently because of the condition? Or when someone is flirting with you? I don't know if I'm sounding ignorant, but I'm just curious. You are really cute, by the way.
Thanks, Bruno. I appreciate it, I honestly can't see whether or not I'm cute, so, if I feel myself, I feel my face around, oh yeah, I'm cute, alright, I'm pretty cute. Blind humor. To be honest, that's an interesting question. It's not ignorant, not at all. You're curious, and this is what this is all about, You ask a question respectfully, and I answer it respectfully, right? Because of my disability, am I attracted to people differently? And I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think we're all attracted to people differently, even if you are fully sighted. Because, I still have a little bit of sight, right? I'm legally blind, so when I'm able to look at someone up close and see their features and facial details a lot better, I'm able to determine whether or not I'm actually like attracted to someone a little bit more. But there have been times when this one time I got a new job, and during the first 3 days of training, there was this other girl who got hired with me, and I did not have a good look at her for a little while there, but she had a very attractive personality. Like, this girl's really dope, and I don't know, a little bit attracted to her, and I didn't even see her, So, but then there have been times when, I've only been attracted to people based on their looks, and so I think it really depends, case by case basis. Sometimes I'm attracted to people more on personality or like a personal connection, or so there have been times when I've been attracted to people based on their art, things that they create, things that they say or envision, and I don't know. I'm attracted to different people for different reasons, and I ultimately don't know what people. Sorry, love and relationships. It's too much going on in my head that I just block it out. Not a fan right now. I'll be honest, I really have not dated over a year, been totally happy about it because I've been able to do so much because I'm not distracted. And I've been forcing myself to not get distracted by other people. We're attracted to different people for different reasons, and that's totally okay. Again, one more time, if you guys could check out that link if you haven't already and suggest me for VidCon to speak, that'd be totally incredible. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you aren't if you haven't seen last week's video, giving away a pair of Snapchat spectacles. These things are really cool. Been using them quite a bit. I keep forgetting to post in Snapchat. I'm gonna try and do that. You know, I've been working my full-time job right now. I've been working like off camera a lot, so haven't really had time to do a whole lot of fun stuff. But I'm doing something fun right now, right? I'm making this video. But yeah, if you want to win a pair of these, you got until next Saturday, the 31st of December 2016, going off. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. There's a video of me and Tommy. Check that out if you haven't seen that yet. I'm sure, you know, if you're watching this video, you may have already seen it, but yeah, go give it another watch. I don't know. Share it with your friends. If you guys have questions for another blind Q&A, maybe in 6 more months, I'll do another. Or if I see that it's a great topic to just do a whole video on, leave it down below, because there's some questions that I left out entirely because I want to make an entire video about it. It is currently 1:16 a.m. Click on those links or something. There's videos to click on. Oh yeah. And bye. Thank you. Appreciate you.